Welcome back, everyone. I'm JayborinoPlays, and this is Hand of Humanity, a custom campaign for Starcraft 2. We're heading into Mission 15 now. This is the finale. This is the last one. Going in on hard mode. This is the last time you're going to have a video slowly circling around some bones in the desert. I can't believe it's been 15 weeks, because I think I've only put one of these out a week. I'm not sure, but can't believe it's been that long. By destroying Minestar missile silos, we have secured our established base on Char. We have also learned how to produce nuclear missiles. Before we can leave Char and go to Belshir, we have to deal with the Zerg swarms on Char. We're going to strike on the heart of the Zerg swarm and destroy their main hatcheries. By destroying Zerg eggs, we can stop the swarm from growing. You will lead this mission. We have located a gigantic Zerg egg in the area. Try to destroy this egg as soon as possible because we have no idea what kind of monster may hatch from this egg. On this mission, your technology is improved by Fusion Core, Missile Silo, Battlecruiser, and Hercules. Well, we can make mass battlecruisers. I'm not saying I'm definitely going to, but we can. Okay. Destroy all Zerg eggs. And here's some Zerg eggs. Wow, those are really, really beefy. That's going to take some time to kill a lot of these. Yeah, I'm thinking we probably do want to just make a bunch of battlecruisers. I don't know. I don't really like doing that. Also, destroy the giant Zerg egg before the timer expires. That's 30 minutes. That's doesn't really give us much time. Though if we do find an extra base very, very quickly, it really won't be that trying to do. All right, so we don't have cloaks, so we can't really scout around very well with the wraiths. But let's take a peek around. So there's no more Minestar. So rather than stopping Minestar from abusing local populaces and making us pay a lot for energy when we don't want to, we're just going to kill the local inhabitants of this world. I mean, I guess the Zerg are always natural predators going out and killing people, but like, we dealt with Minestar on this world. Why are we bothering with the Zerg? Like, I feel genuinely bad. Like, we should just leave them alone and just leave. I don't know. It may be a risk. I think this is actually going to be a huge risk sending our battlecruiser up to kill those Zerg, but hey, I like living on the edge. Okay, we cannot make a barracks yet. We need a command center. I thought it was just a supply depot. I never realized that if you had a supply depot but not a command center, you could not build a barracks. You learn something new every day, you know? Okay, I regret everything. He'll be fine. Throw a grenade on top of yourself. Do you see it? He threw it out and it like swung back like a boomerang. Nice job, Max Green. Okay, battlecruiser, keep it up. Wraiths just kill the overseer and such. I think that's everything here. There may have been some that got scared away. Either way, we've cleared out this base. We'll come up and we'll worry about the eggs later. Okay. So, I don't want to rush too much. Honestly, I'm kind of curious to just see what's in the giant egg. So maybe I'll just kill everything around the egg and then just sit there until it hatches, but then maybe it'll be something giant and terrifying and kill me. But if I have enough battlecruisers, who cares, right? So let's get an engineering bay. We cannot yet. I was going to say, let's get an engineering bay and just focus on making a bunch of defense. We definitely need a medic, like usual. Just starting from nothing. So, that's one thing I will not miss from this campaign, is having to build from total scratch. I would say that's probably that and the diversity of enemy attack waves are the two things that I particularly didn't care for this campaign, but everything else was pretty well done. I liked the diversity and uniqueness of the units, well, not in this case, we got battlecruisers, right, but there were several really cool, unique units, like the APCs particularly. I really like the defensive structures, all of that kind of stuff I really, really, really enjoyed. So, overall, I had a good time with this campaign. I feel like it's, excuse me, fairly straightforward. And, alright, let's get in there. Throw that grenade. Maybe we'll make even another medic. And, you know, it wouldn't be a Hand of Humanity episode if I didn't have a cough. You know, I've been taking my Singular. I got my albuterol inhaler refilled for my asthma. And, honestly, everything's been fine. But Hand of Humanity specifically, some of my other videos, you know, I've got a bit of a cough. But it usually happens later on in the video. I'm recording this for under 5 minutes, and I already have a bit of a cough. I can feel one right now. Let's take a deep breath. Alright, okay, so we're good to go. Sometimes you just need to take a deep breath, you know. I talk a little too quick for my own good. My brain moves a little too fast for how fast I can speak, which is, it's not a good habit. It's really not. Okay, so let's not get supply blocked. You know what, we can actually make our orbital command now so we can call down supply. I have to say, I like this campaign because it's one of the only opportunities you can tactically use supply call down. Like, you actually want to do it to, like, save yourself some time. And you might as well use that energy. Granted, I could make a planetary fortress and help me defend, but I'm not going to spend gas on that. Alrighty, going pretty well. I don't want to just make battlecruisers, honestly. I mean, I kind of do. I always kind of want to just make battlecruisers. They're one of the coolest Tier 3 units, in my opinion. But I recognize that it can be boring. Like, I understand that it's like, oh, great, he's doing this again. You know, that's one thing, but alternatively, still, they shoot giant lasers at a pretty rapid pace. I mean, that's the only way I could describe them. They're giant behemoth starships that shoot lasers very quickly. I don't know any other way to sell that, but it's great. So I guess I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely not going to make bio. I'm going to make, you know, some Marines here to defend myself, but otherwise, definitely not going to do Marauder Firebat again, even though I enjoyed that. I'm not going to do like a strategic Wraith Banshee force. I did that. I've done factory units a reasonable amount. So I guess, yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Alrighty. So let's throw down a factory. We do have our engineering bay coming so that we can very quickly throw down some turrets. It looks like the Zerg come from both directions. Okay, so it's up here it looks like. So let's make...
Not enough minerals.
Probably want a fire turret. Probably right in the middle. That's what we want, taking most of the heat. And then we're just going to make a bunch of normal turrets behind it. It's going to be great. So Max Green and Marines, why don't you come up here and defend this for when the Zerg inevitably come and attack me right down here while my stuff is still building up. Want to get one of those movement disruptors too, because they're pretty good. All right, get that building armor. That has not steered me wrong since. Throw down a grenade on these Zerglings. Run Marines. Marines dying. No problem. I feel like I probably want to get mercenaries too. I'm assuming Jackson's Revenge will be a thing. Okay, well, we got one turret down, so we want to throw down some behind it. No sign of... There's been no sign of Mutalisks yet. I'm waiting for that giant Mutalisk attack, which has come in every mission except the last one, curiously, which is why I could get away with... Well, no, actually, no, the last mission was the nuke mission. I'm thinking 2 missions ago. There were no enemy air units, and I liked that quite a bit. Okay, so we're fine defending over here. We probably just want to get a couple more Marines in the meantime. We want to get armories, and I want to go and take that extra base up at the top. Really, I mean, minerals aren't the issue. We'll stockpile a ton of minerals once we get going. It's gas that we want to start building up a nice stockpile of very, very quickly. So that's exactly why I'm just going to keep making a bunch of turrets. We want one side just totally locked down by turrets as much as possible, which, I mean, this seems to be going fine. We're going to keep an SCV over here to repair. We're going to keep making SCVs. We're going to call down supply. Oh, I was really confused what's going on there. So that's a feature of patch 3.0 with the silhouettes of units behind buildings, which is pretty cool. Oh my god, I'm a professional player. Look at this. I'm doing an add-on swap. Yeah, build a second tech lab. Are you kidding me? No, I'm too good for that. All right. So, okay, so they're still coming. Max Green, get over here. Ooh, Wraiths. Well, that was the wrong Wraith. All right, attack. Max Green, kill all of them immediately. Never mind, I expected them to die a little faster than that. Battlecruisers handling things quite handily. And we're probably going to want to do science vessels as well.
Go ahead.
Interestingly enough, my cough, it's really not bad anymore. It's like, oh, he's recording Hand of Humanity. Quick, make him cough. Make him consider restarting the video because of how intrusive it is. And now it's pretty much fine. So it's like it's got a mind of its own. All right, let's throw down some more turrets. And we want high-sec auto-tracking. Just getting all these basic upgrades, and then we're going to go ham with battlecruisers. I don't expect the Zerg to attack me up here because they're only coming from the left and the right. And from what commenters have told me and what I have gathered on my own is if your base is not en route from the original attack patterns, it will just be left alone. So I'll take it. That's fine with me. I'm going to make one science vessel just to get repairing early so we can save some money. We're probably maybe even get a second flame turret here. Let's do that. Let's get a turret there, a flame turret there, and then just get a bunch of normal turrets. We're not really going to be moving out with ground, so I can block myself in, no problem. And then this side, we're going to have to get some defense up. Okay, and then once this base is all set up, we're going to be in just fine shape. Wait, were there Zerglings up there? No, those were plants. All right, well, they look like Zerglings with wings, okay? At a short glance, that's what it looked like. Okay, well, Hydralisks are out of range of my flame turrets. That's bad. So get on over here, repair these. My high-sec auto-tracking actually just finished, which allows my auto turrets to hit them from the back. So SCV, just keep repairing up so that these things don't burn down, and we're just going to build more auto turrets. Okay, come on. Murder him. Murder him. And there we go. So just stop this thing from burning, and then we're going to pull you off. And that's good. All right. Now let's build these, and then we're going to repair these. That's the thing about flame turrets. They really just, they can't outrange anything ranged. So it kind of, I don't know, it reduces their effectiveness without a doubt. Let's go ahead and build double armories. So let's do that over here. And let's get a fusion core. And let's get a mercenary compound. No stone left unturned. Oh, we can make missile silos as well. I forgot about that. Oh, missile silos. Yeah, let's do it. All right. You know, you convinced me. Let's make a fleet of battle cruisers, but then also a bunch of nukes. All right, so this is done up here. I will make another orbital command, even though it's entirely... No, just in case, we'll make a planetary fortress. Let's make a bunch of SCVs. Let's go ahead and pull these off. Bring them on up here. Pretty large attacks, actually. Let's get rid of these Zerglings with a grenade. And one battle cruiser apparently can take out that many Hydralisks. So on this side, what I'm going to do is just make... I'm not going to emulate this. I'm going to do mostly... Oh, now we can't even repair these turrets. Okay, that's fine. We're just going to make more auto turrets in the back. And we'll just let these flame turrets die, and then my auto turrets will clean up later. So, looks like we do get Jackson's Revenge. Let's keep making SCVs here. We're going to rally some extra ones up here. Keep making SCVs. Oh, good. And this is going to... our planetary fortress will kill some eggs for us. What a dream. Let's start getting ship upgrades. Let's go ahead and get our battlecruiser upgrades. I'm going a little crazy with upgrades early, but hey. I'm not following my own advice. I said get gas early because minerals will not be a concern. I'm already kind of on the upswing with minerals, in my opinion. So we have 14 minutes, and then we have to kill the egg. It is really tempting just to see what's in there. It's probably like an Omegalisk or a Brutalisk or something. And I feel like I'm going to make a mistake. I'm going to be like, oh, well, you know, it's probably nothing. You know, I could surely kill it with whatever I have. And then it's going to spawn like 20 Broodlords or something. Which, granted, if I have battlecruisers, won't be a problem. But... you know, I probably shouldn't risk it. So here's what I'm going to do.
Base is under attack.
We're going to make a butt ton of turrets. So as you can see, the Hydralisks will slowly kill our stuff. Now, unfortunately, oh no, RCV can get out to the front there. Alright, cool. And most of my turrets can shoot, so that's fine. So this side is mostly fine for now. Alrighty, let's go ahead and grab one more science vessel, because that one's pretty much out of energy. And then, I guess we'll get a few more Marines just in case, because otherwise the barracks is sort of unnecessary. I guess, when did we take damage here? Probably much earlier. Okay, let's saturate these gases, geysers, refineries, what have you. Okay, and then we can start making more and more battlecruisers. So... what I wanted to do was make a flame turret. Oh, it's not big enough. Okay, I expected that to be large enough, and it certainly was not. Let's make it right there, pretty much just to cover us from Zerglings. And I guess we'll make one of those towers, and we'll make another turret over here. And then this side is certainly fine at this point. Yeah, don't worry about the SCVs. They're fine. And we need more starports if we want to be realistic about some battlecruiser production here. So we'll get 2 more, even though we can't really afford them right now, but we'll be able to. I'm going to get +2, and then +2 is good enough for me. We're going to start pushing out to... let's see how this defense does. See, the Zerglings are going to get smoked by the flame turret. I feel like this is how you're supposed to use flame turrets. You're not supposed to really be... you're really not supposed to be out there putting them in the front, expecting them to hit range units. You use them to cover your auto turrets from melee units. So this is perfect. Maybe I'll make one in the... yeah, let's do it over here, too. Might as well do the same thing. That seems to be really effective, actually. Okay, we can't get Jackson's Revenge yet. We do have some science vessels. Let's go ahead and hotkey these, and we want to start at least a battlecruiser, and we don't have enough. We don't have enough anything to finish this up. So, again, I'm going to take a big risk. I mean, I could take some battlecruisers and cut a swath down to the egg, but I kind of want to see what's in there. And I'll save right before, but I don't know. I hope I don't regret this. In fact, I'm going to save it like 5 minutes so that if I have to, I can go and kill the egg. That'll give me some extra time, basically. So yeah, the Zerg are not coming with any air units. All they have are Hydralisks, which can hit air, but they can't... they're not in the air. So I feel very, very safe with my current setup right now.
You scared me.
And I could... no, I'm done. Okay, that's good. All of our defense is certainly fine. As you can see, now my minerals are skyrocketing because I don't really have anything to spend money on. I could just get a bunch of mercenaries, which I may do, but those cost gas. And some of these don't have costs, so it's hard to tell how much money you're actually spending. Okay, there's the flame turret. Coupled with the movement disruptor is actually very, very effective. I might want to get an extra SCV up here to repair. Indeed I will. Very, very cool. I love these auto turrets. One of my favorite custom units ever. Okay, so battlecruiser. Oh, missile silo. So can we make ghosts? How do we nuke things? This missile silo is interesting looking. You know what? I'm gonna make these up at my top base. This is like my military outpost up here. We got to keep the missile silos away from stuff. So it looks like a command center with a nuke silo on top, or at least that's what the silhouette looked like. So maybe we could just launch these anywhere.
Upgrade complete.
Let's make 2. Let's do it. And I really have no idea what it takes to launch these, because let's see. Yeah, we can't make ghosts. Well, we'll see. You can never tell me that I didn't make new silos when I was able to. It is the last mission after all. And in retrospect, Brutal probably would have been much harder because you can't just casually repair your auto turrets because the enemy would focus down and kill your SCVs. Same with your medics. So that would have been pretty cool, I suppose. Let's go ahead and call down War Pigs once our supply depots are done. This is technically 4 supply depots just because we have so many, or we have energy on one of our orbital commands. I thought we had a second one, but that's right, we made it into a planetary fortress. Let's watch the carnage over here. It all worked out! Alright, murder these things. High-sec auto-tracking is a lifesaver. These things are so cool. One of my favorite defensive structures. Okay, did I say that already? I mean, I said it was one of my favorite things of this campaign, but it certainly is one of the coolest defensive structures. Those Zerglings, I don't know where they came from. Alright, there we go. And these take quite some time to build, and I'm concerned that once you launch the nuke out of them, I won't be able to rebuild them. We'll see. We'll see, and hopefully I remember to save, because I was talking about saving
Mineral field depleted.
and not getting murdered by whatever comes out of that egg, but we'll have 6 Yamatos, so we can just Yamato it 6 times, and I can't imagine anything surviving 6 Yamatos. So, Wraith, I'm just going to get rid of this, honestly. Wraith, go be a hero. Here you go. You know what? No. I'm better than that, alright? I wanted to free up supply. That's unnecessary. We're gonna keep that Wraith alive. Battlecruisers come up on here and kill these eggs. Can we afford +3? We need about 50 more gas. And our missile silos are just about done. Actually, I'm going to see if the missiles cost gas. It's 300 just to make the silo, so I'm curious to know if it comes with a nuke inside of it already. The anticipation builds. And you have to build. Okay, so you can launch it anywhere. Launches a nuclear missile to target location. 20 seconds to land, deals up to 3,000 damage. That doesn't seem normal. Like, that seems way more. Am I totally off with what I'm thinking here? Like, that seems like a ton. Like, way more than I would have originally expected. Alright, let's just leave this as it is. It's better that they get more funneled in and aren't just focusing one turret down while the other ones can't shoot. 3,000 seems like way more than any nuke that I've ever launched with a Ghost. And I'm fine with it. So let's, wait for the nukes to build.
I'm on it.
Let's peek into a Zerg base.
Okay.
Nuclear missile ready.
Nuclear missile ready. Do we have to have vision? Takes 20 seconds to land and deals up to 3,000 damage.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, let's see. What's going to happen if we do this? Oh, no. We need vision. So we kind of need to just plow in there with battlecruisers, start the nuke launching, and then get the fuck out of there. So let's do it. This isn't quite as juicy as I would have hoped for, so let's wait. I don't see any Scourge, so we're fine. They're already going out to rebuild, like, immediately. And we're fine with this. We have 2 nukes. Remind me to use those at some point. Let's go ahead and do this. Maybe I can nuke whatever hatches out of that egg. Oh, wait. Let's save now, just in case. Just in case. Granted, how much health does this have? I could nuke the egg. It's tempting. It's tempting to just nuke the egg. I'm going to save right before it hatches just so I can hit it with a nuclear missile after I see what comes out of it. Alright, let's murder all this. Let's just launch a nuke here because it'll be funny. Let's just do this. And don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, battlecruisers. It's under control. Don't you worry. And let's see. Please give us vision of it. Yes! Okay, that's fantastic. Yes, that's certainly doing way more damage than normal nukes. And we can, I assume, yes, rebuild the nukes inside the silos. Incredible. Okay, so we will be using that, and once we get down to, like, what did I say, 20 seconds or something, then we'll start worrying about other stuff. Battle cruisers, we'll make 2 more battle cruisers, and we're going to make another science vessel. Let's send our science vessels up to repair. Meanwhile, let's just keep pushing in here to kill some of these eggs. It's more tempting just to nuke these eggs over and over and over again. In fact, let's do it. All right, back out. You can slowly get healed up. It's more enjoyable to just hit them with nukes. All right, and we have to stop them from rebuilding because that's how they're going to roll. We're not going to allow that. Here we go. Boom! Ooh, it got the hatchery too. Fantastic. Okay, there's some eggs back here that escaped, so let's murder those. What's going on down here? I kind of want to go and kill that base because I'm sick of it. Keeping an eye on the timer because I want to save right before, pretty much with 30 seconds left on the clock so I can launch a nuke. So that basically when it hatches, I can see what's going to pop out of it. It's going to be hilarious. Interestingly enough, this gives me the option to launch a nuke without a nuke built inside of the silo. So that's a bit of a bug, and I enjoy it a lot. Okay, we've got 2 more battle cruisers coming, which is fine with me. And it is tempting to leave some units up there. Are they rebuilding the eggs? Like, the eggs can't be rebuilt. I think maybe my nuke was just slightly out of range. Alright, that's fine. So we've got to have nukes here and here. We have 1 minute left. Wait, what are you doing, SCV? You jokester. You little kidder. Kill him. Get a kill. Oh, alright, that's fine. Okay, and again, I really would just want to make sure they don't rebuild like a million times. Okay, so we're going to save right now. Because I'm going to wait and see what pops out of the egg, and then I'm going to load and drop a nuclear missile immediately on top of it as it hatches, and it's going to be hilarious, if I can time it right. So we pretty much want to be starting the launch at like 18 seconds, so we can see it hatch, and then immediately have a nuclear missile drop on top of it. It's going to be great. Okay, reasonable. They have 2 Hydralisks. I was going to say, so it's got some anti-air defense, but not really. Okay, the moment of truth. 6 seconds. And what's it going to be? It is indeed an Omegalisk, and it's coming at us. You know what we can do is actually hit it with a nuke. How can I time this? It's got to be like... Are they coming from this direction? No, they're going all the way around. Let's see if I can do this right. Where is it? Oh, no. Well, I could nuke my own stuff. Let's do it! It's not going to break through all my stuff before this nuclear missile lands. In fact, I may kill it before this nuclear missile lands. I'm so sorry, SCV, run. The turrets are automated, alright? They'll live. Oh, that didn't kill him! Alright, it's because of his armor, I assume. Alright, well, I'm not going to reload. That was fine. I'm satisfied with that. Granted, I didn't win the optional objective, but even so. 56 left, so we've got some real cleanup to do. So let's just keep making battle cruisers. And apparently we need depots and really just more gas. So what I'm going to do is go and take some of those Zerg bases up in the upper area. Now we're in for the long haul, this is why I'm okay with making battle cruisers, because when you have to wipe a map like this and it's a slow wipe, battle cruisers or a bio ball is going to do it the fastest, and that's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. Still, I see no changes. All I see is racist faces, misplaced hate. Makes disgrace to races. I think I've done Tupac twice this series already. I guess I need to just give it a rest. Okay, we've got more eggs up here. Really, just them trying to rebuild is annoying. So let's just make like a mobile force that we can kill maybe drones that are moving out with. Come down here and take this base. We're going to take all of these bases pretty much just for the gas. You see some eggs that I left up there. I need to just give it a rest with killing these overseers. Who cares? They're overseers. What are they going to do? Stare us with their 8 eyes or 16? However many eyes they have. Who cares? They're overseers. They're not doing anything. They're going to go over and contaminate our buildings. Watch out! Okay, murder these, and it looks like, yeah, they're rebuilding defenses up there. I don't care. Let's just go for the eggs. I can leave the Zerg bases alive. I don't even care. Alrighty. Well, yeah, just ignore all this stuff. And I'm going to make a beeline pretty much for the eggs. Did I miss any eggs up here? I don't think so. So again, now we're just on the lookout for eggs. Science vessels, just follow these guys around. Ignore all this stuff. No eggs? No eggs. So let's just Yamato these. It's not going to kill them, I don't think. No, it's close. And we're going to clean them up. And we're just going to go straight for the eggs instead. Because, I mean, there's no point in killing the Zerg bases because they're going to rebuild so quickly. I don't know. Well, there it is. It knows that the series is coming to a close. No other series, I think, you know, unless you go back like a year when I had that other really bad cough, which may or may not have just been a straight-up like virus or infection that I should have gotten checked. Has my cough been so prevalent in a series? I don't think. Okay. Ever since I moved to where I live now, I mean, my wife and I, we were living in New York City, and we moved across the river to Jersey City, which may as well be New York. It's the New York metro area, all right? I mean, people who live in New York City are like, oh, that's blasphemy, that's not New York, and it's not. But we're close enough to New York. I'm closer to Midtown than people who live in fucking Brooklyn. So, and fuck if I want to go back to Brooklyn. I'm over the age of 25. I'm done with Brooklyn, okay? So let's, no offense to you Brooklynites out there, but it takes me like an hour to get to wherever you live. And where am I going to go? Fucking Williamsburg? No. Alright? I don't wear suspenders and plaid all the time. If you're unfamiliar, Williamsburg is basically the inception of all hipster trends in America. And then when you get too old to live in Brooklyn, you move to Portland, Oregon. If you're not done with that lifestyle. Or you get a job in an office somewhere. And that's, I don't know, is this like offensive? Could this possibly offend, I mean, someone out there who watches me. I doubt anybody who lives in Williamsburg is sitting at home late at night watching a Starcraft 2 custom campaign casted over by some guy who lives in Jersey City in his house. So yeah, I'm actually originally from Ohio, so it's weird. It was a big culture shock moving to New York City, as you can imagine. But we moved to Jersey City. It's much quieter over here, much closer to where I work. It's very much a commercial area, but I like it. It's quiet, and again, if we want to go into the city for social or whatever have you reasons, it's very, very, very close. Oh, look at those transfuses, Queen! Fucking pro player over here. Alright, well, let's just go looking for eggs. None back here. No anti-air defense. These Zergs should be... I am benevolent. I am their benevolent overlords. Only the spore crawlers dare speak out against me. Double Yamato that. A waste of Yamato gun. That's what I say. Alright. Just kill all the eggs. Kill all the eggs. How many left? 32. 32 eggs left. Alright, well... No one said it would be easy. There's going to be like one in the super corner of the map that I missed, too. I know it. I don't even know why I'm bothering with the refinery. Alright, go ahead and rally these guys up. Oh, so what was I originally... the reason I started talking about New York City was that pretty much when I moved here, my allergies just spiraled out of control. Like, I had bad allergies, and I had asthma pretty bad as a kid. I had to use it's called a nebulizer every day. It's basically a machine I had to use for 30 minutes every morning before school until I was like the age of 14 or 15. And a lot of doctors say, like, once you hit puberty, you know, 13, 14, 15, 16, a lot of kids, their asthma stops giving them so many problems, which is exactly what happened with me. It mostly went away, but when I would get sick, or if it was a particularly bad pollen season, it would start acting up. Yeah, when I was younger, I would get asthma attacks for no reason. It was horrible. It scared the shit out of my parents and me. If you've never had an asthma attack, you don't have asthma. It's truly, it's not like having a chest cold. It really is. It's scary when it's particularly bad. You know, you constantly wonder, like, okay, I use my inhaler. At what point should I consider going to the hospital? Because if my throat closes up when I'm asleep, I'm virtually dead. And I don't know, it's scary. So moving to New York City, there's a lot of different pollens here. There's a lot of the horticulture, if you will, a lot of the botany of the area, the flora is very different than what I was used to, so, and a lot of it's artificial. It's artificially planted, so they bring in different things that pollinate from different areas of the U.S. because, you know, it's very much an urban area, so not really natural things that I would have expected from where I was originally from. I mean, originally I was just from a suburb, so it's not like I was in some rural area exposed to very unique types of flora. But anyway, well, let's kill this stuff. And move on up. Battle cruisers. How many eggs? Just keep going for the eggs. Only 9 left. So I really wasn't used to it, and I think I'm still not. And then moving across the river to Jersey City, where I live now, has probably even exacerbated it more. And only since moving here have I started experiencing asthma. So when I cough, it's not because I have like a chest virus. I mean, I may have. Last year, it's very possible. If you remember, if you were watching my uploads then, I was constantly coughing, and that was possible because I was sick. But if you hear like mild coughs, it's almost exclusively because of like a very, very, very mild asthma attack, so there's really nothing I can do about it. I mean, if it gets bad enough, then I'll use my puffer. Alright, well, that's the end of this campaign! Happy ending, Hand of Humanity. This was a fun campaign overall. Let's see if this kicks me out to the menu. No, it's going to kick me to the launcher. I always pause at the end of a campaign, because if it kicks me to the main login menu, I don't like it that my email address is visible. I mean, I have a JayborinoPlays email address, which I don't care who knows about that, but I have like a real email address that I prefer not to be shown to a couple hundred people. So I always pause at the end of campaigns to see if it's going to kick me back there. Anyway, this campaign, I know I spent the better half of this mission talking about asthma, but honestly, it was a little boring, right? We were wiping the map with battlecruisers. But overall, I enjoyed this campaign. It was 15 missions, and it took about 15 weeks to complete, which is longer than many other campaigns. And I don't like rating campaigns to each other, so I can, outright say what I liked and didn't like, but I'm not going to say, like, oh, well, this wasn't as good as this campaign, or this was better than this campaign. It's more that what I found good about this campaign, I like the terraining to an extent. I like that he moved to different tile sets after 5 missions, so it didn't become too stale, because I think his doodadding, I'm assuming it's a he, I'm not really sure, their doodadding was excellently done. It's just, after 5 missions, it's pretty much the same thing. But from a single map perspective, each one was very well done. I liked the different units. Basically, it was just like a new tech tree. And even the existing units, like the Vultures and the Hellions, if you remember, those actually had some slightly different stats from the main StarCraft game. So the tech tree was modified. I liked the different turrets. I like the APCs, I like the warbots. I guess my only regret is not making more warbots. I should have taken one mission and just made a shit ton of them, because they were pretty cool. And I guess anytime I play something with a very custom tech tree, I just sort of wish that they did kind of what this campaign did, which, I mean, the missions were very straightforward, the attack waves were very similar, very repetitive, right? And that's probably the downside if I were looking at this campaign more, critically, was repetitive overall. But at the same time, one thing I always say is if you're going to make a custom tech tree, I actually would prefer if you just threw in some filler missions, just some basic destroy everything missions, because it gives me and the other players more of an opportunity to mess around and try different combinations. So all sorts of other campaigns that have very unique tech trees that aren't pulling straight from the vanilla StarCraft units, that's what's making your campaign unique, right? You're basically coming up with a modified race, and allowing the player more opportunities to use that race is good in my book. So, again, this campaign may have dragged on, 15 missions, right? And I had a good time. It was just basic fun. I had a great time. The missions were straightforward. There wasn't, like, real intense, insane mechanics. A few of the missions were pretty cool. There was a micro mission. I liked the missions where you had to save the miners and the colonists. Those were actually the hardest missions and probably the most engaging and fun because of the slight gameplay mechanic. But even omitting those, I had a good time with this campaign just because the tech trees were different. And every time I went in, I never thought, oh, I'm going to have trouble beating this, because I wasn't playing on Brutal, and even if I was, I don't think I would have had too much of a challenge. But I would go into each mission thinking, what interesting combination of units can I use this mission? Granted, this mission I did mostly battlecruisers, but I did nuke. I nuked an Omegalisk, so that I tried to keep it interesting. And usually when you have a unique tech tree like this, it's only going to be as interesting as you, the player, make it. I could go Mass Marine and Medic every mission, right? I have an opportunity to build other stuff, so I'm not just going to make Mass Marine Medic every mission, even though that absolutely would work on every single mission. So, again, it's as unique and interesting as you want to make it as the player. And so, there were some missions I did Bioball, but I think the mission where I was saving the miners, where I did, exclusively Marauder Firebat, wasn't necessarily boring in any way, just because the Marauder Firebat combo was particularly interesting because of that Juggernaut plating, and there were no air units, so I just made just those units. It was a pretty cool combination. I really enjoyed it. Alright, well, that's Hand of Humanity. Again, 15 long weeks, I can't believe it, so I'm going to have to start filling in the gaps here. I just started Ignos, which I'm pretty excited to continue, and then, of course, we've got Legacy of the Void coming up, so we'll see what kind of series I can make out of that. But don't worry, I'm going to be sticking with custom content. It's not going to be completely overwritten by Legacy of the Void or anything like that. So, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye now.